Walter Mercado's Circle of Power is not just an ordinary psychic line, it's different. Walter's psychics are natural psychics, and their readings are guaranteed. If for any reason you're unhappy with your reading, you'll receive another of equal length with a different psychic at no charge. But believe me, you won't be disappointed. Call now. It's never too soon or too late to change your life.
Everything is possible through Walter's Circle of Power.
When I was talking to Walter's psychic, it was very much like speaking to a counselor. Somebody very friendly, very positive, very easy to speak to.
You could just be as honest as you want. You don't have any worry about it getting to your friends or your relatives or significant others. And that you could just really pour out your heart, say what you want, but also get positive feedback to help you progress.
And I felt relieved that the things that mean something to me will come to fruition.
Don't wait. Pick up the phone and let the Circle of Power help you make your dreams come true.
A better life tomorrow begins with what you do today. Millions have found true happiness and personal enrichment thanks to Walter Mercado. This could be the most important call you've ever made, and there's no risk. Only the world's most powerful psychic guarantees your psychic reading. If you don't make a true psychic connection with your first call, we'll arrange for another reading of equal length with another of Walter's gifted psychics, absolutely free.
And now, I promised everybody earlier, Walter, we were going to show a little clip of what happened the other day when you gave me my reading.
And now I have the most important prediction for you. No matter if you believe it or not, that's for sure that you are going to move. There is a big move in your life. You are ending a cycle, and you are just preparing yourself for a big jump. So you are living the whole set of your life and entering a new territory, in a new way of life. Something new is coming to your life, and now in this program, in this moment, you are blessed by God to do the right movement.
Walter, you know, I know I've said it several times, and you're probably tired of hearing it, but the reading you gave me the other day was very special and very important to me for a number of reasons. You told me a lot about family stuff that I have been concerned about, and, well, I was actually thinking of making this huge move and a new job, and I was very scared, and since I've talked to you, I'm doing it, and I'm not so scared anymore. It's kind of like you give a person a roadmap of their life, and you make it okay to take off.
Because life is like a journey, and you have to have a psychic roadmap so you can achieve what really is important in your life.
Without being scared.
Without being scared. You have to be daring, but with a lot of inner confidence.
Yes. Now, I want to ask you about some other psychic lines. They ask you a lot of questions when you call in. They'll ask your name, your age, your serial number, your social security number, your...
No, in my line it's just the name and perhaps the birth date, and that's it.
And then you just kind of sit back and enjoy yourself.
Just listen. The advice, the wisdom that they are going to receive through one of my personally selected natural psychics.
All of your psychics are certified by your International Psychic Society?
And I had been given, receiving my lessons. I had been given seminars, conference, preparing all of these people to give the best of themselves to the whole world.
Another thing you hear about psychic lines is that they put a whole bunch of psychics in a big room in their little cubby holes with their headphones, and they sit there in a cubicle and answer psychic questions.
What a horrible image. No. Mine worked from the own private reading room.
Now let me ask you this. If you call in a psychic and you like that psychic and you want to call back next week and ask another question, can you get to that same psychic?
Yes, calling the extension number, and that's it.
So you could develop a personal relationship with your own psychic.
It's like a spiritual bond. It's like a brother or sister in your life who can guide you because they got the power and the wisdom to help.
I have to tell you that a lot of folks have come up to me here today and said, wow, he seems like such a special person, and there's sort of an aura around him of peace and love and giving, and it's very obvious how much you care.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind. And thank you to you all, and love and more love, peace and love to everybody.
Walter's psychic tapped into the fact that my father was a doctor. She knew everything. She just knew that I was adopted, and it shocked me because nobody knows that. You know, nobody.
I left the whole experience feeling energized. I had a feeling I was renewed. I felt rejuvenated, excited, just general excitement.
It's a roadmap that we can all, we should all take and need, you know, that way we can make the right choices in our lives and our lives will become more fulfilled.
Laura Anzualda was without a job. She was worried. How would she make her house payment? How would she feed her children? Then she called one of Walter's gifted psychics. Overnight, Laura's life changed. Walter's psychic told Laura to play her special lucky numbers, and she won.
She gave me numbers for me and my kids, so I played them and I won.
You might be next. Is it your turn to win money like Laura did? If you don't call, you'll never know. Call now. Walter's natural psychics are waiting for you.
If you haven't called Walter Mercado's Circle of Power yet, pick up the phone right now. It's never too soon or too late to change your life.
Win the lottery, fall in love, get a new job. All things are possible with Walter's Circle of Power. Call now.
Are you living the life you want to live? Are you happy? Is your relationship or career all it could be? If you answered no to any of these questions, then pick up the phone right now and call Walter's Circle of Power. It all starts with just one phone call.
Walter Psychic gave me my lucky numbers. I played and I won $18,000. Thank you, Walter.
Call now, and there's no risk. Make a miracle happen in your life. Pick up your phone now and dial the number on your screen to get the incredible visions of the Circle of Power. Do it now.
Anyone out there that's thinking about calling a psychic line, I suggest you call Walter's Circle of Power because it gave me the confidence. She told me things that really encouraged me, and you're going to get some good news. You're really going to get some good news.
As soon as I hung up, there were 10 other questions that I knew I had to ask her. You know, when you're in the middle of the conversation, you're so amazed that she knows all these things, and you're so just floored that you're hearing all these great things about yourself. You forget that there's these other things that you really want to ask, these things that you want to know about, or that you have to know about in my case. And I definitely call again 10 more times, 12 more times. There's so many questions that I want to ask.
Call Walter's Circle of Power and let the transformation begin today. This is not just another psychic line with assembly line, non-credentialed operators. Walter's Circle of Power uses only skilled and gifted natural psychics, and their readings are guaranteed. If for any reason you're unhappy with your reading, you'll receive another reading at no charge. But you won't be unhappy. You'll be absolutely amazed.
Find love in the new age with Walter's Circle of Power.
After talking to Walter's psychic, I felt so relieved that the path that I was on in my life was in fact the right path. And I could look forward to some dynamic things happening in the future.
Halfway through it, I thought, it's real. It's for real. She's for real. I just knew it.
I would encourage anyone to call Walter's Circle of Power.
Especially if you're in love. Don't wait. Pick up the phone and let the Circle of Power help you make your dreams come true.
A better life tomorrow begins with what you do today. Millions have found true happiness and personal enrichment thanks to Walter Mercado. This could be the most important call you've ever made, and there's no risk. Only the world's most powerful psychic guarantees your psychic reading. If you don't make a true psychic connection with your first call, we'll arrange for another reading of equal length with another of Walter's gifted psychics, absolutely free.
Did you know that just about every major law enforcement agency now uses psychics to help solve crimes? Stockbrokers, attorneys, physicians, celebrities, politicians, even presidents and their wives rely on the advice of psychics every day. These people all benefit by a glimpse into the future, and now so can you.
Remember, you can be the master of your own destiny. You have the perfect and divine right to happiness, whether that means love, money, or both. Let my psychics guide you toward a new and better life.
I hope you were as moved as I was today, and I hope you'll allow Walter Mercado and his gifted natural psychics to show you how to take charge of your own life. Call Walter Mercado's Circle of Power right now. You've got so much to gain.
It all begins with just one phone call.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Bye-bye.
Shortly after Walter's startling psychic prediction, Vicki Lawrence did go to New York City, where she starred in her own talk show. The preceding program was a paid presentation of Walter Mercado's Circle of Power.